If you wanted to build a home page more like the Mac Labs page, where there's no sidebar and a little variety, you might think this is complicated, but if we edit this page, the only things we have here is a call to action module, which it's got a title, a URL, a button, and you set some colors. That's it. That's the whole thing right there. And then there are 3 different full width sliders. These two only have one slide. There's only one slide here. The visual syllabus has lots of slides, and you add new slides simply by clicking on that button. Now, let's just see real quick how to build something like this, and I'm not going to add content and waste time like that, but if we just go to new page, and we're making, once again, we're trying a new home page, and use the Divi Builder, and by default you get this standard section. So inside that other one we had one column, and then we insert the module, and we had a call to action module, and then you add your stuff, and we'll just have that for right now, and you click save. And then there was a full width section, and inside that we had a full width slider, which is right there. And then the slider comes in with some settings, and you can look this up. You can go to the Divi site and look at full width sliders to get a more in-depth look at it. But then you have to add a new slide in order to, what's the slide about, and what's the text going to be, and does it go to a URL and all that. And we'll save this thing, and then you can go on down the list. But now if we preview that, it's going to look pretty bad. But here's what we got for just the beginnings of that. And I want you to understand that you have to experiment, and I really strongly encourage you to head over to the Divi video documentation. And once again, you want more in-depth information about the builder, it's right here. Don't use that front end editing right off the bat. You have to build your site before you have to build the content before you can get in and start editing the content. So that's what the back end's for, just at the beginning. Say you want to learn more about rows, do Command F and just type in row, hit return, row and row options. This, it's kind of a long video, but it has lots of information. Trust me, this is where you're going to get most of your information about Divi's ins and out, right here on the video documentation page. You got that? So I'll get you started, but it's up to you to dig deeper. Spend some time with Divi today, experiment, and when you create new pages on your site, where am I, the demo site, when you're doing this, these aren't forever. We can just close that right there. If I head back to pages, and I'm going to leave the page because I don't want to save that. Hey, we got a draft with no title. Do I want to save it? Maybe. If I don't, just throw it away. And eventually you're going to toss this about page, and if you want an about page, make your own, because this is already attributed to someone else. You want your site to be all yours. All right, I hope that gets you started. Go ahead and have some fun today exploring Divi.